Hello, welcome to our American History 2 course here at Waldorf University Online. I'm Dr. Kevin Mason. I'll be your instructor as we explore American history, kind of from Reconstruction or the end of the American Civil War up towards the modern moment over the next 8 weeks. A little bit about me. I've been here at Waldorf for a little over 10 years. I'm the chair of the history department here, and I teach a lot of different stuff in American history, including both to and from 1877, which maybe is where you'll run into me online. I went to community college out of high school and then got a Bachelor of Science degree in social and behavioral sciences. And then I ended up going to graduate school for history. Ended up getting my PhD in history, but also did a second master's degree here at Waldorf in organizational leadership. So you might run into me over in, I teach one organizational leadership course, but also that gave me great familiarity with kind of what it's like to be an online student at Waldorf University. And first, I just want to say I'm really excited to have you in the class. I'm here to help you as you work through the different stuff. And if you have any questions, make sure to reach out. The easiest way to get me is usually via email, kevin.mason@waldorf.edu. You can try me on my office phone, but oftentimes if you want to speak on the phone, it's better to shoot me an email and we can set up a time. But for most questions, I try to check the student break room and the Ask the Professor things. And then also, if you just got stuff, make sure you reach out there. So as we get started, you get a few different things to do here in week one. You want to go and kind of over on the menu side, go to where it says Unit 1 and take a look at that Unit 1 study guide. We use a integrated learning resource text in here, which you can find the link to down at the bottom of the first page of that study guide for Unit 1. It just says US History and a hyperlink. And if you click on that, it should open up to our OpenStax textbook, which you can read that. You get the chapter outline. You can work through the different parts. In our first chapter here, there's point 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And once you've kind of done that, you can go back and get to work on the discussion board. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to create one post that are kind of your own thoughts on the question that's there. So in this first week, it's pretty easy. You just introduce yourself to your classmates, what you kind of do, what some of your future goals are, like what brought you here to Waldorf. I think that's always a good thing to learn about each other. And then I want you to take something from the reading in the unit and explain something about the periods and the period of the readings that you didn't already know. So I want you to basically find something new and then write about it. You need to do that by Saturday night at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. That'll also verify your attendance in the course, which is really important because you'll get dropped if it doesn't come through. Then I want you to read things your classmates have written. You'll need to respond to one classmate. You're welcome to do more than that if you want to. And I just want to make sure that you're going through and kind of interacting in a positive way. I think we all know what a bad discussion board post looks like. If you don't, a lot of times it's just like, I see what you did there. Great job. Keep up the good work. That doesn't really add anything to the conversation in a meaningful way. To get all the points on the discussion board, I'm going to expect you to engage in a meaningful way. Discussion boards can't be posted late due to Waldorf University policy related to the kind of participatory nature of the assignment. So you want to make sure you're knocking those out each week. I know life happens. One of the things I really appreciate about our online kind of students, of which my wife's currently a Waldorf online student pursuing a master's degree, is that you all have a lot of different stuff going on. I know you have to balance work and family life, whatever else you got going on, plus your studies. And I try to be pretty flexible with the assignments and assessments as we kind of work through the 8 weeks. But what I really need you to do is just communicate. When stuff comes up, let me know. We'll talk through it. And my hope is to put you in the best position possible to be successful as we work our way through the course. So you got to knock out that discussion board. Then the other thing you got to do is an assessment in week one. So one of the things about this assessment is you can start it multiple times. So you can start it, look at it. One of the strategies I think works for a lot of students is if you go in, look at it, we've got a little bit of matching, and then we've got more of an essay response at the bottom. So if you go through, take a look at that. I think a good strategy is to look at that, then do your reading and maybe fill in as you're doing the reading, or just kind of knowing what you're looking for, I think, can be useful too, especially when it comes to answering essay assessment responses. You got to knock that out by Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And once you get that in, I try to grade stuff pretty much every day. Your discussion boards won't be graded until we get through the unit week. But most of the time, if you submit an assessment or an essay later in the course, I'll usually get to it the next day and try to get you some feedback just in case, because you probably have other stuff going on. Maybe you want to work a little bit ahead. Maybe we've got some areas to improve on. And I think the sooner I can get you feedback, the better off you are in the course. And so I try to take that pretty seriously and get that knocked out each day. A few other basic things about the course. I'll pay a lot of attention to the plagiarism stuff, both in traditional forms and AI. I know the easiest thing to do, and we've seen this a lot in the classroom here at Waldorf, where I also teach this class, is to plug your assessment responses or essay prompts into ChatGPT. We've recently rolled out new software that detects that, and I can say that if we run into issues with that, I'll try to be communicative, but also be aware that I'm going to be monitoring that, and it will lead to issues if we have problems with that. I think it's important to keep in mind you're in college to learn things. This is a great opportunity, even if maybe history is the last thing you ever thought you would be taking, and many of you haven't had a history class in quite some time. Really be open to learning experience. This is a great opportunity for you to learn new things, practice your communication skills, and get the most out of it. I always think about when I was in graduate school, especially working on my master's degree here at Waldorf, one of the things I really challenged myself with was I wanted to get my money's worth. And I was paying for part of it, and Waldorf was paying for the other part. And I think it's a great advantage if you got somebody else taking care of your tuition as well, and do your best for them also. Again, if you got different questions, if you have anything I can clear up for you, make sure you're reaching out via email, and we'll kind of go from there. I can't wait to see the great work you're going to do in this course. Good luck.